check me out. I'm just chilling in this bar or cabaret suite or whatever it's supposed to be. Just gonna light up a cigarette here. This is the Saboteur. I think I've said that right. On Xbox 360. It's a game I haven't played before. I think it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Graphically, anyway. So yeah, I remember this doing the rounds back in the day. And I don't know if it's going to be more like Mafia or if it's going to be more like GTA or like a combination of the two. I just don't know. I quickly had a look at reviews before recording, so we'll get to them at some point in the video, but I want to check this out. This is the very, very beginning of the game. You have missed like 30 seconds or so.
I see you're a man who'd rather die on his feet than live on his knees.
I'd rather the Krauts did the dying.
Excellent. There is a German fuel depot down the street. 5,000 barrels of precious petrol, guarded by a handful of half-drunk supply clerks.
So if you haven't gathered, guys, this is set in World War II, or rather in Nazi France in this case. So the Nazis have occupied a part of Paris. That's where this is set, I think. Hence me starting the game in a cabaret lounge. And yeah, that's kind of what I know so far. What have I got to do here? Right, get in the car. So I like this black and white style here with a smidge, a smattering of colour. I do like that as a design choice. I hope the entire... Well, I know, actually. I don't know why I'm asking this rhetorical question. I was going to say I hope it's not entirely in black and white, but I've seen screenshots of this game in the past, and I know that when it opens up, it does... Yeah, it's in full colour, basically. This seems cool. The car control's fine, because that can put me off in these GTA type or Mafia type games. If the car doesn't handle well, then I'm out. I don't like it. This handles fine. I'm actually playing on the Xbox 360 natively, and it runs pretty well. I mean, this released on, or it was available on Xbox 360, PS3 and PC. PC version is supposed to be the best version. Slightly, like just. Okay.
The supply cache is down that alley.
And, bit of screen tear there. I don't know if that's my monitor or not, though.
Steady, mate. Let's just get what we came for. Christ, here we go.
So, yeah, my dude, Sean, the protagonist, is Irish. I don't know anything about his backstory yet. It hasn't really gone into anything about Sean. But from what I remember reading earlier, he's a race car driver, and he's ended up in Paris, basically. And yeah, I'm sure it will tell his story as you progress in this game. This feels okay. The combat, I'm not too sure about, I must admit.
The supply cache is a restricted area.
Oh, aye. Was that you being careful?
Okay, so there's going to be stealth sections.
It won't happen again.
Yeah, I'm annoyed with myself for not trying this when it was released. I think it was 2009 this released.
Then we'll have to get rid of that.
And it's developed... Well, it's published by EA, but it's developed by Pandemic Studios. So, who remembers Mercenaries? I own that game on the original Xbox. I loved that game. They also made the first Battlefront. And this game was the last game they developed before they disbanded their studio, basically, which is sad. Because this is alright, guys, I must say. In regards to reviews, I think I gotta go... Okay, yeah, I gotta climb up here. Oh, it's Assassin's Creed meets Mafia meets Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, reviews. This scored 7s, more or less, everywhere. Couple of 8s. Trying to remember... Oh, Eurogamer gave this a 6. They didn't like it that much. They thought it was average. But yeah, lots of 7s basically, and like I say, PC version was the best because it looked the best, it ran the best, which is, yeah, it's not surprising really. Right, how do I get into stealth mode? Because I remember it saying something about stealth just now. Which button is it? There we go, it's left bumper, and you have to keep it held, okay. So you go into combat by holding left trigger, and like I say, stealth by holding LB.
We cannot allow them to sound the alarm.
Okay. Climb down to the courtyard. Let's use the ladder. That would be good, wouldn't it? Right. No. This way. It's a bit clunky, guys. Do I press a button to climb, or is it like... Yeah, it's like GTA. You just walk up to it. I don't like that. It always, or rather in GTA, especially GTA Online, I always end up falling to my death. This is cool. I don't like the combat, though. It feels, like I say, a bit clunky, the combat.
Break open those crates.
Okay, open the crate. What's inside? Oh, there's a checkpoint inside the crate. That's clever.
Explosives will do nicely. Just remember to save at least one charge for the fuel depot. Let's get back to the car.
The voice acting's okay so far. I mean, it's... Yeah, I like it. I love the graphical style, I must say. And for its age, this does look good. I think it does, anyway. Right, let's get in the car. What am I doing? There we go. Come on, mister. The Carino Sport. So I'm assuming these are real cars and not fictional.
How are you feeling, Irishman?
I'm anxious to get the real show started.
But it's quite a unique
Most men would have lost their nerve by now.
approach to this era, isn't it? Nazi... I say Nazi Germany, this is obviously set in Paris here, but the Nazis obviously did take over parts of Europe, didn't they, in the war? And usually we'd get loads of first-person shooters or World War II themed first-person shooters on the console, especially around this generation of consoles. So it's good to have a different take on that era. I wonder if this is influenced by Mafia. It must be. Because I wonder when it opens up this game, does it open up GTA style and you could just go where you want, when you want, do missions in any order? Or is it more like Mafia, which is a linear adventure, really, isn't it? And I love both. I love GTA and I love the Mafia games, it must be said. Okay.
Start by climbing that building. Once you're on the roof, keep your head down and wait until the truck explodes.
Okay.
Then use that telephone wire to cross the street.
I think it's cool that there's a climb mechanic in this, and the climbing is actually very accessible, very straightforward, no messing around, very Assassin's Creed.
Watch your ass, Irishman.
And it's something a little bit different, isn't it? A game like this, you could argue anyway. I loved the Xbox 360's library of games. So many good games. And I don't think Xbox have ever reached those heights since, in my opinion, of course. Okay. Do you have to, or does it have to be lit up for you to be able to climb it? That wouldn't make sense. Let's have a look. No. You could just climb up the front of a building. That's cool. Okay. I keep thinking these yellow markers is a prompt for me to press Y, because obviously the Y button on Xbox is yellow, but it's not. It's my marker, my destination marker. I need to remember that. It reminds me of a movie that's in black and white and then turns to, or you see the colour start seeping into the movie as it progresses. Was it LA Confidential? It's a film I really enjoyed. I haven't seen it for years.
That's my cue. Time to leg it.
Okay, take the zip line into the depot. Oh, I nearly pressed, I did press Y again. It didn't do anything. You just got to jump to grab the zip line. Oh. Right, we've got sabotage the fuel conduit. Yeah, I like the elements, or all the other elements of various games gone by, like Splinter Cell, these little stealth bits, and it's cool. It's a cool game. I like this. Right, have I got to climb up there? It's giving me a little arrow pointing up, but on the map it doesn't say that it's above me. Oh, Mike, equip the dynamite. There we go. Right. Here we go. Right, get away from that. Oh, it's going to take me out as well, surely, though. When this blows. Well, there's a cutscene, so I assume I've done it right. Okay. And the colour returns. Okay. Vive la resistance. So, I think I'm right in saying that's a cool as hell design choice in regards to the art style and stuff. But I'm assuming when you liberate an area, it returns the colour to the area. That's so cool. I don't think that's ever been done since this game. Oh. Yeah, it's clunky to control in some places, and then other times it's not. Like, driving's fine, the stealth is really good, the climbing's good. It's just the combat so far, the hand-to-hand combat at least. Right, are these dudes gonna come out? Oh, they are now. Right, come on, let's go. I can climb, everyone. You can't, I don't think. No, that's not my car. That's my car. Right, let's get in. There is a soundtrack which accompanies this game. Very GTA, of course. But I've turned it off because it's like Ella Fitzgerald and all the classics from around the time. And actually pre this era. So lots of sort of jazz and stuff. Music that I would actually like. But I've turned it off because I don't want to get in trouble with the artists, basically. Right, let's pick up Luke. Jean-Luc Picard. It's not Jean-Luc Picard, because that would be a different game and a different movie and a different everything. Where is he? He's down there. Like, he's a little blue dot. Come on then, mate. Right, we've got to get Luke back to the bell. Yeah, this is interesting. It's, I wasn't expecting this, I must admit. I don't really know what I was expecting. For some reason, I was expecting it to be a bit silly and a bit, I don't know, maybe with some satire thrown in. But this is a serious game. It's a serious game for serious gamers. Okay. Isn't this the game with lots of boobies, though? I can't believe I've just said the word boobies. It's such a immature thing to say. But isn't it the game with lots of boobs on show and penises? Or am I thinking of something else? I remember a game on the 360 and PS3 causing a bit of a stir because of all the naked scenes and stuff. It might not be this, I don't know. If we get boobs in this, I'll just censor the nipples. And censor the penises. We'll see. Because I live in a cabaret suite. But I mean, that's like, is that a gentleman's club or is it just like dancing and stuff? I don't know, I've never been to a cabaret suite. Do you even get cabaret suites anymore? I don't know. So many questions. I have so many questions. Oh, here we go. Flashback. Are we still going to be... Oh, I like that. So, yeah, that's his race car, my dude, basically. I'm assuming this is going to be Sean's car anyway. But are we still going to be in France?
Bollocks!
Or are we going to be back in his homeland of Ireland? He reminds me of Paul Rudd a little bit, Sean, the dude. Well, you know who Sean is.
I will not have another man picking up her
No, the Jules. Jules is French. We're in
You're a
France.
driver now. You want respect on the circuit? You gotta stop thinking like a mechanic.
Alright, and put on airs like some posh wanker with a silver spoon up me arse? No thanks, brother.
I hope it's not
Beautiful.
I'm coming along for
stereotypical Irish person who drinks hard and all that kind of thing. I'm assuming it's going to be that.
Oh, my sister got all the charm.
and the brains.
That's enough screwing around. We've got a race to win. You boys have work to do.
Although saying that, I think so far the voice acting in that's pretty good.
Let's get our girl on the trailer.
It's fine. It's not blowing me away, but it's not bad. It's absolutely fine. I want to see what this is like on PC now. I mean, frame rate in this is alright. It must be said for the 360. I think it's a solid 30 frames per second. I might be wrong on that. But I think on PC, we'd get a much better performance. And I think everything would look a bit prettier. Although saying that, this looks nice. Look at this. The beautiful French countryside, of course. There we go. We're going to drive to Germany. Look at this. Does France border Germany? Do you know, I never knew that. And I'm pretty good with geography. I'm always saying this on my videos. I'm good with geography, but then I don't know anything about anything in Europe and surrounding areas. Cows. Look at the cows. I really like the graphics, the visuals in this game. Can't go down there, so it's this way.
This is it, my friend. After tomorrow, you'll be a famous driver, and I will be right there beside you, reaping the rewards of your success.
Which rewards did you have in mind?
Yeah, this is super cool.
German girls are crazy for racers.
It's not blowing me away. I mean, I've only been playing for, what, 10, 15 minutes. It's not blowing me away, but at the same time, it's got that Mafia thing, that Mafia vibe about it. It's obviously very narrative heavy, and I like games which are narrative heavy. That is why I loved GTA 4, because of the story and the characters, especially the story running through that game. I found it very interesting. It's always going to be my favourite GTA. A lot of people just assume, not a lot, but people like my nan, my grandmother, for example, they'll just see me playing GTA 4 for a couple of seconds and say, oh, it's just those silly games, you just drive around and shoot stuff. And it's not. It can be that if you want it to be. But there's a lot more to it in these games. But this does, I keep saying it, this does feel more like Mafia than GTA. But it might just be because it's explaining Sean's backstory here, and it's introducing me to the gameplay mechanics and what buttons do what and that kind of thing.
There's the border up ahead. Drive slow and try not to look suspicious.
Okay.
I should have warned me leader, Hosen.
I'm serious.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Assholes are looking for any excuse to start shooting.
That's a point. Why didn't the Nazi dudes have guns earlier at the conduit, or whatever that place was called, where we blew up the towers or blew up the tanks? It was called the conduit, I think. But yeah, they didn't have guns there. It was like fisticuffs.
Thank you kindly.
There we go. Drive to the Red Ox. Here we go. Look at this. This looks so cool.
Keep your eyes on the track and the pedal to
Let me know in the replies if you played this, guys.
You worry about the rest.
Are you volunteering to be my manager?
What's so funny? I didn't have to be a mechanic.
It's,
I could have done
I'm
anything.
trying to think of the other games that Pandemic Studios made.
All of these kids are stupid, especially your cousin Javier.
Battlefront, the first game, I don't think they worked on any other Battlefronts.
Clever for your own good.
Definitely made Mercenaries and Mercenaries 2. I didn't like 2 as much as 1.
I can't put a foot right when she's around.
There was another game they made.
Stuff on men in general.
Can't remember the name of it though, which I played quite a bit of.
Paris, huh? Veronique was raised in the Belle de Nuit.
But yeah, it's like they made this, and then EA,
Not your typical
like I said earlier, closed them down for whatever reason. Maybe sales of this were bad, I don't know. Here we go, it's the Red Ox. Love all these little French villages and stuff. It all looks spot on. Although this is... Are we in Germany yet? I don't know. You wouldn't get to Germany that quick. The days of the Xbox 360 when you'd get an achievement just for breathing in the game. Remember that? Single player video games. Piling on the achievements. Good times. It's all about multiplayer these days. Well, it's not. There's loads of good single player games. I don't know what I'm on about. I'm like old man shouting at Cloud at times. Right, is it going to kick off in the Red Ox? I reckon it's going to.
We took the scenic route.
You run into any trouble?
Just the usual groupies, looking for autographs.
A toast to Team Morini and Our Lady Aurora.
To Signor Morini, for taking a big chance on a dodgy bloke like me. Another round for me mates.
Easy, Sean. You'll need a clear head tomorrow. Dirker flew in this morning from Berlin.
Kurt Dirker. I thought he was retired.
Speak of the devil.
Kurt Dirker, Dirk Diggler. Look at this dude. Oh, he. Oh, look at the red suits on those dudes. Are they? Oh, were they a thing?
Guten Abend, Herr Morini.
Is that like realistic? Them.
One of our Italian friends.
Oh, are they race drivers as well? I don't know.
Speaking of my admiration for General Mussolini, a kindred spirit to our own Führer. Your country is fortunate to
Yeah,
have
but this
such a
guy is like Bond villain, isn't he?
Racing is my passion. I find little time for politics.
Sometimes racing is politics.
Yeah, I feel myself getting into this, guys. I think I'm going to play a lot of this over the next day or two.
We Germans are a simple people. Perhaps you would enlighten
Story
us
seems okay. It's, yeah, like I say, it's got me intrigued.
Assholes who can't get laid without a flashy car and a silly uniform.
It's going to kick off. I can feel it. Is that Jägermeister on the shelves in the background? Was Jägermeister even a thing back then? I don't think so.
I'm fucking Irish.
Oh, don't call an Irish
Getting
person
late.
British.
Why don't we call it a night?
The night is young, Fräulein.
He knows what he's doing, that Nazi dude.
I've no taste for German cuisine.
Not yet, perhaps. But soon, the women of your country will learn to savor the taste of a purebred German bratwurst.
Oh, here we go. You can't go saying stuff like that to the ladies. Taste my German bratwurst. That's just rude. I'm actually quite offended. Yeah, this hand-to-hand combat is not for me. It's the animations, they look weird. Everything kind of just speeds up. Just got a bit of screen tearing again as well. I think it's my monitor though. I don't think it's the game. I don't know. It doesn't matter, does it? I think visually, or rather, I've seen a lot worse from a visual standpoint on Xbox 360. This looks, like I say, it looks good. It looks really good. What do you guys think? Do you think this... Or rather, how do you think this looks compared to, say, GTA 4? We were talking about it earlier. That was out a year before this. As I try kicking the guy on the floor who's already unconscious. Leave! Exclamation mark. Knockwurst. Yeah, I think... Oh, I don't know. I think GTA 4 looks better. Even though that's like a... This game's a year... Was out a year after GTA 4.
You bloody... Fuck me. Skylar?
Are you chatting me up? Hello, Sean. Hi, Jules.
Merde. We'll catch up
Is
later.
Skylar
Now
going to
we need
be
bury
stereotypical
your
British or English lady, though? Or was she...
So much for awkward small talk.
Drive the
No, she's
fucking
German,
car.
isn't she? She's a German local. She's one of the local ladies of the area.
Just like old times, eh, Skylar?
Never a dull moment.
Oh,
How
no.
long have you been in town?
Oh, she's British. She's English, isn't she?
So you wasted no time running afoul of the local police?
Yeah,
Those fellas behind us, they're just having a laugh.
Is this desperado routine meant to be a turn on?
yeah, she is the stereotypical English Rose, or maybe not a Rose. I think she's a bit of a girl.
Double back and you should be able to slip
Can I say that? A bit of a girl, is that offensive? I don't know.
benefits of a higher education.
Are all English girls as crazy as you are? Give us a bit of price.
Here we go. Oh,
As soon as you check these
is this the racetrack? Ah, can't go through there. I think this is a racetrack, you know. Look at the sausage curbs. Look at this.
Well, that was fun.
Anyway, it's a quick look at the Saboteur. I really like it. We've got to get to the hotel. Oh, get to the hotel.
Take me back to the hotel.
Does that mean... Well, you know what I'm going to say. Will there be an appearance of the penis? Anyway, boobies or no boobies. I gotta stop saying boobies. It's terribly childish. But yeah, boobs or no boobs, penises or no penises. I like this game. Let me know what you think of it, guys. Let me know what platform you played this on. Is the PC version a lot better? And yeah, look out for more content coming to the channel. I shall speak to you all very soon.